Hello everyone, welcome to the video on intranasal COVID vaccine. Now this is prepared by Bharath Biotech. The vaccine is called as INCOVACC. IN stands for intranasal, CO stands for COVID, VAC stands for vaccine. So world's first intranasal vaccine receives approval for emergency use in India. This is the current news. In this video I will explain what is this intranasal vaccine is, how does it act, advantages of this vaccine. Most importantly, can it be used with other vaccines? That means if someone is already vaccinated with other vaccine like Covishield and Covaxin, can they use this intranasal vaccine? I'm going to answer all these things. So this is my YouTube video. Just type in my name G Sai Rajesh, you will get the video. I have nearly reaching 5,000 subscribers and more than 300 videos are there. Let's get into the topic. Now, India grants approval for Bharath Biotech's intranasal COVID-19 vaccine. Intranasal, it is like this. It's just a nasal spray. No injection, nothing. And this is prepared by Bharath Biotech. The vaccine for intranasal delivery via nasal drops assessed in phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 clinical trials with successful data. See, for any vaccine or any medicine, in order to get approved, they need to pass through this phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3 clinical trials. All the data shows a successful result. That means it has proven efficacy to treat COVID infection. Hence it is approved in India. And this is for 18 and above years. But again, Bharath Biotech, yesterday they have approved for a vaccine from 5 to 18 years old group. It is still under approval process. Soon we are going to get that also. Now, intranasal SARS-CoV-2 vaccine, see, it is given as a nasal drop and it likely to prevent infection and transmission. It likely to prevent disease also. Understand this one. See, the major route of COVID or coronavirus entry is through nasal route. When this vaccine is given, it develops immunity from nasal mucosa, so it prevents transmission and infection. When infection severity increases, then it becomes a disease. So all of them are prevented by this vaccine. This is what the clinical trial data proves. Now this is technically it is known as BBV154. It is a novel new adenovirus vectored intranasal vaccine. These are certain scientific things. I will simplify it so that you will understand how this vaccine acts. See, the vaccine uses a modified chimpanzee adenovirus. So this adenovirus is a virus which will affect chimpanzees but not human beings. So that is used as a vector. See, and this adenovirus cannot replicate in the body. Cannot replicate in the body means it cannot multiply. They are using one virus and it stays as such. Infection comes when it multiplies. And this virus cannot multiply, and this is used to carry COVID spike protein and thereby induces immunity. Now we need to understand what is this COVID spike protein is. See, coronavirus, on the surface it has got certain proteins which appear as spikes, and they are protein in nature, hence they are known as spike protein. And this spike protein is responsible for infection in human beings. With the help of the spike protein, it binds with human cells, gets inside the human body. So what happens is this vaccine is made with this adenovirus, and that adenovirus contains the spike proteins, and this is given through nasal route. So once it gets into the body synthesizes antibodies against these spike proteins, and these antibodies will fight with this, neutralize the spike proteins, and this increased immunity is what controls COVID infection. Let me give you more details. So this is what is chimpanzee adenovirus is. So it is attenuated. That means the toxicity is reduced. It cannot multiply. That is what is meant by attenuated. Now it includes a spike protein stabilized perfusion. That means it includes the spike proteins. So this is given through this nasal route. Once it is given through the nasal route, because spike protein is a foreign protein, body produces antibodies against these spike proteins. Now, so body is equipped with enough immunity. So when real COVID infection occurs, these antibodies fight with these spike proteins and kill the coronavirus. This is how this vaccine acts. And it has proven it is very effective in preventing transmission, infection and disease. Now see, the immune system prevents infection in both upper respiratory and lower respiratory tract. That means when COVID gets into the body, it multiplies in the nose and gets into lungs. So nose is considered as upper respiratory tract, the lungs lower respiratory tract. So this vaccine controls the infection in both the places, here as well as here. So that is the major use. You have a lot of advantages with this route. The major one is, see, nasal route has excellent potential for vaccination because it has got very good immune system developed. Our nasal mucosa contains very good immune mediators, and that is what is developed in this vaccine. And it is non-invasive, needle free. You are not giving any injection. This is just a spray. Now, ease of administration. Look at this. See, in case of previous vaccines, you need healthcare workers to administer the drug, but this one, it is just a spray. You don't need any trained healthcare workers. And needle associated risks are not there. And high compliance, it is suitable for children as well as adults. And scale up manufacturing can be easily done. Now the next important thing is, it is stable at 2 to 8 degrees. That means you can store it in a normal refrigerator. These are all the advantages. Now, among all of them, the real important one is this one. Now look at this. See, Bharath Biotech applies for market authorization from Drug Controller General of India for 5 arms intranasal heterologous booster. See, all these technical details, you don't need it. What is important is this one, heterologous booster. That means if someone is vaccinated with Covishield, see, most of us are vaccinated with either Covishield or Covaxin. Already we have taken 2-3 doses. Even after taking the dose, you can have this intranasal vaccine. That is what is meant by heterologous booster. So even after vaccinated with these 2 vaccines, you can have this intranasal, this Bharat Biotech vaccine. That is what is called as heterologous. Hetero means not similar. This is a different vaccine, this is a different vaccine, still you can use intranasal vaccine, which is a good news. So we all can have this booster dose. Administration is very simple, just a nozzle drop without any injection. So these are all the details about the newly approved intranasal COVID vaccine. If you like the details, do share and subscribe the videos. Thank you for watching this video.